My son has a brain tumor. We know that Ben's tumor is very aggressive. And we know there's very little known about it. There's only a few kids, only a small handful in the country right now that's been diagnosed with it.
They gave us about a 20% survival rate. We're terrified. We don't know if our little boy's gonna make it.
We know that if we don't jump on this right now, he'll be dead in a few months.
Ben was diagnosed with atypical teratoid rhabdoid tumor, a very rare cancer that can spread to the central nervous system. He's had 3 surgeries and intense chemotherapy.
Good job, Big. The part of the brain that had to be cut during the surgery has interrupted his ability to kind of find his center of balance. Today, his legs just trembled, and he didn't seem to be responding so well.
Good, very
Good job, buddy.
I don't know how a little boy can handle as much as he's gone through. 3 brain surgeries so far and countless procedures. The minute we walk in the doors of this place, he's happy and excited to see everybody.
Hey. Hey, he's just smiling.
He hurts so bad at times he knocks on his head. And yet, in the middle of all that pain and grimacing, he'll smile. I worked on a team that helped recover people from the World Trade Center. You know, as a fireman, you're often in situations where things are deteriorating fast and people's lives are in the balance. Sometimes your life depends on something or someone other than yourself. My family's at that point. We're depending on St. Jude and the people who support it. What they do is they actually inject chemotherapy through a little reservoir they've installed right into his spine and allow it to help coat his brain in the area where his tumor is. My relationship with God has been, I think, the overall anchor in my life with this. He's used the people of St. Jude to give us great peace and comfort. He's used friends and family to send encouragement and prayers. Big Ben. Say Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Yeah.
You are Big Ben.
Ben's climbing, he's navigating over things, he's laughing, he's playing with his brother. You know, he and Eli haven't played with one another for 6 or 7 months now. He's just been too sick.
1, 2, 3.
Today is an important milestone for Ben, his family, and all his friends at St. Jude. He's reached the end of his chemotherapy treatment. Following a St. Jude tradition, Ben gets his coming off chemo party.
Pack your bags, get out the door, you don't get chemo anymore.
Paige? What do you see?
Me.
Ben's dying. So for now, I'm going to put on my smile too. And I'm going to keep right on going with that boy until he takes his last breath. Knowing that the cancer that Ben had is in a research lab inside of this building being studied. Ben's fight and Ben's life was a part of that process. How do you say thank you to people who give you time?
Ben's family had 6 more months with him, and when he died, it was in the loving arms of his mom and dad. Ben brought joy to everyone he met, and his beautiful smile won't be forgotten.
Mama, if my hair comes back, can I dye it blue?
Light blue or dark blue?
Light blue.
Light blue. Hayden has been diagnosed with ATRT, a typical teratoid rhabdoid tumor. It is located in the back of the brain. It's very serious. There is no cure.
They snuck in another appointment on us.
He's doing good. He's tough. I cry a lot here. But it's not a depressing place at all. Because around here, kids are number one.
Because you did so good, and I'm so proud of you.
Okay, I'm going to see how you do it first.
The one thing I love about Hayden is he is always just a kid that loves to laugh and interact with other people. He is an inspiration, I think, to a lot of children here and has made a lot of friends that look up to him.
He's been feeling pretty lousy. The chemo's really hit him hard at this time. And he's been in a lot of pain. Past 3 nights, he's been up all night getting sick. His stomach is just basically raw on the inside.
Though there is no cure for ATRT, a bone marrow transplant can save Hayden's life. Today, he's having his own marrow harvested. And then, after the marrow is tested and Hayden is given intensive chemotherapy, doctors at St Jude will use this marrow for his transplant.
Is the room starting to swirl around?
We won't know for another 24 hours if they'll need to go back in and get some more bone marrow or not.
We're in recovery room, okay? How you feel?
I was just telling Hayden today that this hospital is known throughout the world to find cures for children's diseases. And every child that's here, they're getting help, but they're also contributing to the research.
Time to go.
Probably the greatest children's hospital that there will ever be.
It's been 6 months since Hayden's harvest and bone marrow transplant. Today, he's back at St Jude for therapy, a hearing test, and to check his cognitive skills. But more importantly, he's here for an MRI of his spine and his brain to see if there are any signs of tumor.
Look up here at my hand.
He really looks the best we've seen him look in a long time. But in the same sense, it's scary. Just because we know he looks good doesn't mean things are good on the inside. We've learned after living here for this year that you don't worry about tomorrow, you just think about today.
Hayden and his parents finally get the news they've been so anxiously waiting for.
There's no evidence of tumor. It looks good.
Today, Hayden is going home to his family and friends. But in 3 months, he'll be back at St Jude for more tests and another MRI to see if the cancer has returned.
We've got to find some way to beat this cancer. They're fighting really hard. They've given us lots of hope. They just started a new research program on the type of cancer he has, just in the last couple of weeks. You don't know when you're going to be in my shoes. It may not be your own child. It may be your best friend's child. It may be your grandchild. But chances are, at some point, this is going to touch somebody in your life. No child, ever should have to go through this. We are still hoping that there's a miracle around the corner. Because I don't want to see another child die from what he has.